This is Shred, and today I'm going to teach you music theory in 10 minutes, which is a lofty goal to be sure. The music theory professor says, come on, it's not rocket science. The rocket scientist says, come on, it's not music theory. In this video, you'll learn the core concepts to make music theory your the names of the notes, major and minor scales, intervals, chords, and key signatures. The standard notation and tabs for this lesson will be at my Patreon page below. Just meet me at the crossroads at midnight and hand over your soul. That gets you hundreds of YouTube video lessons, topical playlists, my scale Bible, chord Bible, and more. Now put on your thinking caps and let's learn some music theory. First up, we need to learn how to identify musical notes. The musical alphabet starts on A and ends on G. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. There's no Z or W notes. Here's the musical alphabet on guitar. Now, in between each note, there's sharps and flats, except for in between E and F and B and C. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, and G sharp before you get back to A. When you descend, try using flats. A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, and A. Now, I've been hitting you guys with a lot of information. One thing I find that helps increase brain power is to get a pump. 665, 666, 667, 668, 669. Now here's the trick. This F sharp note is the same as G flat. By raising an F, we get F sharp. By lowering a G, we get G flat. Same note, two different ways to label it. Now you can do this with any sharp or flat, and the concept is called enharmonic equivalence. What is a scale? Now I'm not checking to see how fat you are. I've become quite large. A musical scale is just a series of notes connecting an octave. Here's the C major scale. The C major scale contains the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. There's a formula you can use to generate any major scale. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Here's how it works. A half step is from C to C sharp, or one fret on the guitar. A whole step is from C to D, or two frets on the guitar. Use this formula starting on any note to make a major scale. Start on the note G to make a G major scale. To make a minor scale, use the formula whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Here's the A minor scale. Now, how about a minor scale in the saddest of all keys, D minor? Wap water is welling from my eyes. An interval is the distance between two notes. As I mentioned earlier, C to C sharp is a half step, or a minor second interval. A whole step is from C to D, and we call that a major second. The most important intervals to know are the thirds, because those dictate the tonality of chords. If you're in a happy mood, try a major third. Let's dash those dreams with a minor third. That's better. By the way, you can now get my evil laugh as a ringtone. I'll leave a link in the description below. For the overachievers, here's all of the intervals within the octave. Chords are 3 or more notes played together. I'm a huge fan of chords because they communicate such a powerful range of emotions. Major chords produce an uplifting quality. To make a major chord, play the 1, 3, and 5. In other words, C is the 1, the 3 is the major third E, and the 5 is a perfect fifth G. Spoil the party with some doom and gloom by playing a minor chord. All you have to do to a major chord to make it minor is flat the third. Now, there's just 2 more basic shapes to know about when it comes to chords. The diminished chord. Ooh, very scary. Flat the fifth of a minor chord to make it diminished. This is a very important chord for metal and classical music. And finally, we have the augmented chord. A very creepy sound used in horror movies. Just raise the fifth of a major chord to score an augmented triad. You can hear this chord in Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. Key signatures tell you what notes are in each key. The circle of fifths is a diagram that illustrates each of the 12 musical keys. Before I understood keys, I used to sound like this. Yes. Here's how it works. At 12 o'clock, you have the key of C with no sharps or flats. Each time you move clockwise, you go up a fifth in the musical alphabet. C, D, E, F, and G. So our next key after C is G. After G, find the next key by going up another fifth. G, A, B, C, D. And thus, D is the next key. D stands for Damn, I Love Music Theory. And that's why it's called the circle of fifths, because each key is 5 notes apart. The sharps found in each key are also a fifth apart. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and so on. Once you internalize this circle, making sense of the music you hear becomes a lot easier. Now, being able to read music doesn't make you a real musician or anything, but it does make it easier to absorb musical ideas. And that's why I'd recommend all musicians work on their reading chops, myself included. If you ever want to learn how someone like Igor Stravinsky or John Williams orchestrates their music, reading is a must. Now, here's the notes on the staff. E, G, B, D, and F are the notes on the lines. Try using the acronym Evil Guys Bring Danger Fun to remember them. The notes on the spaces are F, A, C, and E, spelling the word face. As in, I want music theory all up in my face, bro. Now, let's practice reading an evil version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You can get more exercises for reading in my music theory course below. It only costs $666. And that pretty much covers the basics of music theory. It's definitely not rocket science, but it does take some time to wrap your head around. My music theory teacher used to say, write it, sing it, say it, play it. Shout out to Phil Shackleton. And I really think that's true. Confirming your knowledge from as many different angles as possible makes it stronger. Get the full tabs and transcriptions for this lesson at my Patreon page below. Access to my Scale Bible, Chord Bible, and all my YouTube lessons are also below. Let's be honest, I'm talking way below. Until next time, stay evil, my friends.